Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review, and this time we're taking a look at the Pint-Sized Hero Horror blind bag figures. And this is from Funko from 2017. So the first thing we'll do is take a closer look at the packaging. So taking a look at the packaging, pretty nice looking blind bag. This is obviously a really small figure. I mean, I think this thing stands at maybe an inch, inch and a half, once you get it opened up. But it says, collect them all, Funko, Pint-Sized Heroes Horror. These are vinyl collectibles, and it says 17 and up. You can see it shows some of the characters in the front. So we got Jason Voorhees, we got Chucky, I think Creature from the Black Lagoon, Elvira. As we go on to the back, it's got some of the other characters with a Pinhead. You got Stripe from Gremlins, Michael Myers, was it Carrie, Freddy, Beetlejuice, Pennywise. I mean, I think everything looks really cool in this. Packaging really nice, really small. Now they do have a couple holes on the packaging, like up in the side, where you maybe can kind of figure out what the character is, but other than just feeling around, these are pretty much a blind bag, so you kind of see what you get. But let's get this guy opened up. Alright, so getting the Pint-Sized Heroes Horror blind bag figure out of package, you can see we have Pennywise the Clown. This is obviously the Tim Curry version from the made-for-TV two-part movie. It looks pretty good. Obviously this guy is 1 inch tall, so he is absolutely tiny. And the first thing I did notice when I got this guy out of package was that he had a scuff on his eye, and some of the white, he had some little bit of dark scuffs on his white head, which is unfortunate. But probably the most unfortunate thing of all is his body was actually backwards, so when I had to rotate him, his hair on the back actually rubbed and actually scuffed the paint. So the paint scuffs on these guys extremely easy, which is really, really unfortunate. Especially when you're paying about $4 or $5 for a blind bag and you have no idea what you're getting, and then you get it open, and then not only is it maybe not what you wanted, but then it's actually damaged a little bit, which is really crappy. But overall, detail is really cool. Excuse me. His nose sticks out, which is really cool, so it's not molded. His hair is obviously poofy and comes out, which is really cool, but it also makes him back heavy, so he's kind of hard to stand compared to the Jason Voorhees one that we've already reviewed. But, you can see the fangs in his mouth. He's got the little orange little fluff balls on his, his body going down. He's even got the, the little frills on his, the collar around his neck, which looks really cool. But unfortunately, like I said, when I zoom in a little bit closer, you'll see that it's kind of scuffed up. And on the back, you can see how he falls over with his big old head. It's kind of going to be very careful. You can see on the back, still got the back side of his jumpsuit. So everything looks really good in this little guy. You can see his face. Like I said, some of the white it might be hard because the light's coming off, but there are a couple spots on him which are unfortunate. And you can see that scratch over his eye, which is definitely not from supposed to be on there, which is really weird because there's nothing in the bag to really scuff against it, so it's almost like he was scuffed up before he went in the bag, because he doesn't come with any accessories. He's just in a bag, and it's basically like a Mylar style look on the inside, so nothing red could have scuffed him. So I think that's kind of weird, but you can see the detailing in his his teeth. Everything looks really cool. And then you can see his body, which looks really nice. You can see the little orange puff balls. Like I said, you can see around his collar. You can see that scuffing, which, scuffed up the paint. And that just sucks. I mean, even this part, which didn't even get touched by his hair, that was like that, when I got him. And that's crappy. It sucks, I'm assuming this might be something that happens with a lot of the figures in this, which is really unfortunate because, like I said, this is a blind bag, and you are getting something that you might not even know what it is, and then it's going to come out crappy, which is kind of unfortunate. But I mean, still a great looking figure, and they did do a great job with attention and detail with his vest and the collar. It's just even the stripes on his arms. You can see the different color stripes on his arms. but it's a little bit scuffed up, which is kind of crappy. But it's actually kind of hard to see when you actually aren't, you know, super close to it because it is 1 inch tall. And for size comparison, here we have the Pennywise one next to the Jason Voorhees one. So Jason looks to be a tad bit taller, but it might just be that little strap on his head. But they are essentially 1 inch tall. And they look cool. I really like this. I like the horror line. I like that Funko is doing this. I mean, these are definitely something you'd probably display, put on a desk, you know, kind of show off your personality, you know, in your office if you can. You know, it's cool. They're really, like I said, they are tiny. And they definitely don't seem, you know, especially now getting the Pennywise open with the way that the paint looks like it might scratch, they're definitely not something you probably want to play with or kind of fiddle with, because you could definitely mess them up, which is unfortunate. But they're really cool. I like them. I'm definitely going to display them. And once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.